Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode, another teaching for self realization. My name is Gabriel, and I will be your guide. So let's begin. The self. You are the self. Maybe you heard that a lot of times. You are the self. You already are the self. Let's speak about that. What does it mean? Let me explain. You are the self. You are consciousness. Our self, our essence, our true self has many names in this world. Some call it the Buddha mind, some call it the Christ, some call it God, some call it consciousness, some call it eternity, infinity, the void, emptiness. So the self has many names. But this is what we are. We are something. Everything is something. Like you are the self, I am the self, the dog is the self, the room is the self, everything is the self, everything is made from the self. Only the self exists, only the Buddha mind, the Christ, whatever you want to call it. This is yourself, this is your natural self, your essence. And you don't have to do nothing, absolutely nothing, to be that. You already are that. You will always be that. You always have been that. You, there is no need for nothing to do. You are the self. This is self-realization, one-on-one. This is direct knowledge, direct self-realization. You are the self. You can call the self however you want to call it. You can call it the self, the higher self, the Buddha mind, consciousness, awareness, wherever. It doesn't matter. This is what you are. It doesn't need a name. We don't need a name to be. We need a name to in this world. I am Gabriel. You are um, John or whatever. This world needs names and forms and colors. But ourself doesn't need a name. You you don't have to call it anything. You, there, there is just there. You are just there. That is yourself. Everything that you do about the self is in this world. Okay? Let me explain. When you want to sit with yourself, when you want to find yourself, when you want to feel yourself, when you want to uh, remember yourself, when you want to meet yourself, everything about yourself, about your true self, your essence, who you are, natural, perfect, always. Not your personality that is changing, not your body that is changing, not your mind that is changing, not your habits or likes or dislikes. I talk about yourself, the essence of who you are, who you truly are. There is just there. You don't have to do nothing. When you start to do something about yourself, then you get cut. Then you get cut in this world. Let me explain. You want to find yourself, and you go to masters, you go to monks, you go to India, you go to caves, you go to monasteries. But you are going. You go to find yourself, but who is going to find himself? The self. So you cannot find yourself outside of yourself. So this is where you go, where you get cut. Okay? When you are trying to do something about the self, about the real self, you can do anything you want about your, uh, how may I call it, your ego or your personality or your human form or your soul, whatever you want to call it, your individuality, you know. But this is not who you are. Like I said, we are the self. There is just one self. I am the self, you are the self, the dog is the self, the cat is the self, the room is the self, everything is the self. It's like the masters are pointing out. The self is like gold. And gold, you can make from gold jewelry, you can make from gold earrings and rings and castles, and you can make from gold everything. But ultimately gold, everything is gold. You know, the ring is gold, the necklace is gold, the earrings are gold. Even though it's shaped in different forms, it still remains gold. Like the ocean and the waves, you have the waves of the ocean, but it's still water, it's still ocean, you know. So this is a little pointer for the ones that are searching for themselves, but also for the ones that had found themselves, you know, for the initiated. You don't have to do anything about the self. You are the self. You always have been the self. You always will be the self. Everything that you do in this world, thinking, feeling, moving, it's in this world. It's in imagination. It's in, let's say, it's like a game, you know? Like the self, our self is playing this game that is our life, you know? The self is observing and experiencing this body and this spirit and this life, but it's not it. It's just an experience, you know. The self is beyond it. So you are beyond this world. It's like you're playing right now. It's like you are in the game, okay? So as I said, you are playing a game, okay? And you say, I want to find myself, who I really am in the game. You cannot find yourself in the game with a character, you know, like GTA or like Counter-Strike or RPG games or whatever, first-person shooters. You cannot find yourself in the game because you are the one playing in the game, you know. So like this is the truth, the reality. We are in this world. This world is like a game, okay? It's made of the self, of our imagination, our thought forms, our intents, and we are beyond it. And we are trying to find ourselves in this game. But we are not here. We are playing the game from beyond, you know? This is a similar experience. So don't try to find yourself. Don't try to know yourself. Don't try to do nothing about the self, the real self, you know. When I speak right now about the self, I refer to your natural self, your true self, your Buddha mind, your Christ, your enlightened aspect, your awakened aspect. I, I speak about the true, the reality, the real. I speak about your God presence, your God essence. So it's like you are in the game. You cannot find yourself in the game. All that you can find in the game is somebody that tells you you are the self, or something like this, you know. You find in this game a video or a teaching or a master that will say, hey, you are not in this game, you are beyond it. So this is all you can find, but not yourself. Only a pointer, only a pointer to yourself. Is like you are playing a game and you forgot that you are playing the game, and you are completely identifying yourself with the character in the game, you know, everything that is doing. And all that you can find is someone in the game that will say, hey, this is not you. You are playing the game. Remember, this is not you in this world. This is just a character. It's made of codes or whatever, you know, or flesh or energy or quantum particles, whatever. So this is all you can really find in this world about the self. Only pointers. This is what you need to find when you are trying to know yourself, to be a self-realized being, person, to know who you truly are, you know. Remember this. Just know that you are not here. Here are just pointers, just symbols, just clues, just ideas about the self that can help you. Indeed, can help you. Like this video can help you, you know. But you are not here. You are not in this video. You are not in a cave. You are not in the monastery. You are not at the feet, at the master's feet. You are not there, you know. This is just a game. This is made of quantum particles. This is made of our imagination, our thought forms, our movement, you know, our expression, our however you want to call it, you know. But you are not here. You are that. You are not in this world. You are everything. You are everywhere. You know, you are everywhere. Because everything is the self, the dog, the cat, your neighbors, everything, organic, wood, living beings, dead beings, stones, everything is the self. Self is everything and is everywhere. And is beyond this world, and this world is made of it, and you are everywhere. So you cannot find yourself in this world. You only can find pointers, and this is one of them. So focus on that if you are on the path of self-realization. Remember this, you only can find pointers, not yourself, because you are already the self. Everything that you are doing about the self, it's in this world, is not true. It's like a VR, you know, helmet. You put your VR helmet and you are in a virtual world. Everything that you are doing there is fake, is virtual, it's a game. You know, you can try to find yourself there, but you are not in a virtual world, right? You will not be there. It's just a virtual world. It's made for fun and games. So like this, the same. We are here, we are taking a body, and we are in this world, interacting with it. But we are not here in this world, you know? So remember this. Remember that this world can offer only pointers. And remember that you don't have to do anything to be the self. And if this doesn't help you, I don't know what. But it's okay. It's okay if you don't get it. It's okay if you don't get it. Trying to search for more pointers, you know, in books, in masters, in gurus, in caves. Look for pointers. You need pointers. If you don't know who you are, if you are ignorant about your own self, you need pointers. But don't expect anything other than pointers in this world. Okay? So let me speak more about not doing anything, you know? It's very easy, it's very simple, it's very sweet and beautiful, not doing anything. So right now you are watching this video, and after that you will remain with this. I am the self, okay? Everything is the self is everywhere, and I don't need to do anything about it. I can go on with my life. I can live in this world. I can live my life. I can go shopping. I can go swimming. I can go eating. I can meditate. I can pray. I can play. I can work. I can do anything in this world. Anything I want. But I don't need to do anything about myself because I am the self. I always will be the self. I always have been the self. And now I know. So go with that. Go with this teaching, with this pointer. Practice it. In every video I said, just practice whatever pointers you receive, from me, from other masters, from books, from whatever. Just practice it. Don't just uh, listen and you're trying to get it mentally. Just practice it. See if it's true or not. So practice what I'm saying in every video and see if maybe I'm wrong. I don't need to be right. I don't have to be right. I just try to help others. Understand what I understood. So you don't need to do anything about yourself. Everything that you are doing about yourself in this world is just in this world. It's not real. It's just quantum. It's just imagination. You can find pointers, symbols to your own self, but you cannot find yourself. So just try this, okay? Don't try to find yourself. Don't sit with yourself. Don't meditate on the self. Don't do anything about the self, anything about your true self. And remember and know only that you are the self. You don't need to do anything else. It's like I try to be human, Why? How? I cannot try to be human because I already am. I cannot change that, I'm not an alien or whatever. I'm not the crocodile. So this is similar. You are the self and you try to be more of the self, or you find yourself, or you are the self. You are a human, okay? Try to be a human. How? You already are a human. You don't need to do things to be a human, no? Even really bad and dark humans are still humans, even though they are acting like animals, but they are still humans, even though we call it sometimes animals, animals. So the self is like that. You don't need to do anything to be the self. You already are the self. Everything that you are doing, you are trying, is in this world. So just understand this and practice this, that you are the self. You cannot be more of yourself or less of yourself. You are already the self. And just get along with your life. Move on. Do whatever you want, do whatever you need in this world. And remember that you are the self. You always have been the self and you'll always be the self. And that self is everywhere and everything. And it, it really doesn't matter what qualities has the self, you know? You just need to know that you are the self, is logic. So yes, this is the teaching for today. Don't do nothing about the self. Just experience this world as you see fit, but don't touch yourself. Don't touch anything about the self. Because you are already the self. When you are trying to be the self, you get confused and you cannot find yourself, and it's normal. It's normal. If you didn't find yourself until now, it's because you are looking for yourself from yourself, you know? It's like you are looking for your body from your body, you know? You are looking in the room, where is my body? But your body is from where you are looking, right? So yeah, thank you and practice. And I hope we will meet next time for another teaching, another pointer, you know? And enjoy life. Thank you.